Therapy Thursday is on 888-429-0941. Any question, Meredith MD is here to help.
I am. I'm trying to do my best.
Davi, the doctor, is
Come
here.
on, come on with it. Ask away.
Ask away. Orlando BGYN sitting right here with my clipboard. Whatever we can do to help you get closer to some clarity, we would try. I think Davi said our numbers was 4 or 5 out of 10. We 50%. But we here to entertain. So let's see. 888-429-0941. We have one out of the 863 says, my husband asked me for an open marriage and tried to introduce me to his girlfriend that he has had for 6 months.
Jeez.
We don't now live together, and he's trying to get me back in the house saying that he made a mistake. He damn sure did. I feel so betrayed. What the hell do I do? Including I have a new baby.
Oh, man, that makes everything so much worse. What a selfish decision. He just go ahead and do that, and then you want to switch up your entire marriage. I'm not dealing with a situation like that. It could easily happen again, so I would just try to, move on. That's what I would say.
Move on, like divorce?
No, because he's going to get bored again in the relationship, and that's a big, huge lifestyle change. It's not something you're like, oh, and then just go back to your regular life.
That could also affect you as far as child rearing, because you get, if this happened when you had a new baby, then that would mean that if you get pregnant again, you're going to immediately think, oh, my God, he's out there.
He's trying to move
he's
in.
He's out there getting it or whatever.
The chick that he's been sleeping with for 6 months, you have lost your mind.
Yeah, don't let anybody pressure you into a situation that you're not comfortable with. Baby or not, husband or not, you got to look out for you first and foremost. This sounds like grounds for leaving, divorce, figuring out a co-parenting situation. But that's selfish to just spring on somebody.
Especially after you 6 months ahead.
Here's my girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah,
right. Be cool with this.
Can we get an open relationship? No? Oh, well, I'm going to have to explain that to my girlfriend. Like, really?
Yeah.
How does that go?
Yeah. Now we're going to fight.
We're on your side. We're on your side. All 3 doctors on your side.
I got one. It says, I'm a grown adult married with kids, very close with my parents. I talk to them all the time, meals together, etc. Just found out in a DNA test that I am adopted, and they have never told me. What the hell? I am not even sure how to approach them about this. Is there anyone here that would never tell their own children that they were adopted? And can you help me understand why? It's a closed, sealed adoption in that state, but I was able to figure out who my biological parents are with a tiny bit of research. The real kicker is my son has play dates across the street, literally from the biological mother, often and even trick-or-treats with them, and it happened last year. We live in the same area. I'm blown away. I feel like my parents are going to be very upset after doing some research, and I found out who they were. But again, I'm a grown adult. Why wouldn't they tell me?
I have no idea why they wouldn't, but I mean, it must have been for a reason, or just to avoid the drama. You know what I'm saying? Like the confusion or whatever. Some people choose not to have painful conversations because it's easier. It's easier to avoid it until it's not.
Right.
And right now, it's pretty much on your lap. So now you got to deal with it. But they tried to shield you from it as long as they could. So there might be a reason. If they love you and care about you, it might be a reason. It couldn't have been just malicious.
Agreed. I mean, you're an adult. They're adults. I would let it be known that I know.
I would let everybody know. Guess what I found out today?
Yeah,
How's your day, sweetie? Oh, not doing well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want you to be mad because somebody kept you out of the loop, because people keep you out of the loop for stuff that they're trying to protect you. You were a kid at the time. Mm-hmm. So, and then after that, it's like, why blow up a good thing? Mm-hmm. That's got to be part of it. So, I mean, you can't really be mad at somebody who's trying to do the best thing for you. They might, even if they fail, they still had your best interest at heart.
Yeah, those are still your parents.
So if that's anything, don't be mad at them for trying to look out. They might have made a mistake. Give them a little benefit of the doubt. If they adopted you, they did you a favor.
Yes.
So don't be mad at them taking you into their house and doing all that, even though they made a mistake on that part.
Yeah.
We got a text out the 863. It says, my boyfriend wants to go to Puerto Rico for a week. That's where he's from, and I can't go. I just started a new job, and I think it would be too soon to take vacation days. He said we could go together later this year, but I don't feel comfortable with him going at all alone. I trust him, but he's from a small town. He's bound to see exes and girls he's dealt with in the past. I just don't feel good about it.
Whoa.
Way to lose your man.
Insecure.
Damn, for real. Like, what? Just because he said you can come.
Yeah.
But you can't come.
Right. You can't come.
So now I can't go home?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's basically what it translates to.
Yeah, that would be a deal breaker for a lot of people.
Yeah, of course
like,
it
yo,
would.
I can't go home when I want to.
Right.
You
Like,
have to be with
my
me.
family is there, but you might bump into an ex.
Well,
Really?
of course. That
I
could
can't go
potentially
see my
happen
mama
anywhere.
because you insecure. Like,
Right.
come on, dog. Don't do that.
Also, it sounds like she's trying to babysit him. Like, I have to make sure in case we run into an ex, I'm going to be there because then you definitely won't sleep with
you
them.
got a real relationship. That's important. So make sure you're looking out for your folks and like, let them go home and do their thing, but trust them until you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you mess up or whatever. Man, I'm disappointed in y'all.
This
I
morning?
tell you, man. All right, Justin out of Northport writes us, hey, wanted to send this question. Me and my girl have been together for about 3 years now. And for the past year or so, she's been really, really depressed. And she just hates everything about herself. Sometimes it just makes me feel like I'm not doing enough for her. I'm not doing what I need to do to get her out of that state of depression. And sometimes it just feels really exhausting because I'm going through my own stuff and family stuff. I want to be there for her, but I don't know what I should do better for me and for her.
It's hard. Some people don't understand depression.
I don't understand.
Right, exactly. It's because those people don't necessarily, to go through it, you hear all these horrible stories, but if you can't experience, it's hard to have empathy during that situation. I would say seeking professional help and giving that person a little bit of grace.
That's what I was going to say, because the average person doesn't understand what makes you depressed and doesn't understand how to get you out of it. And sometimes they clam down and you want to talk because you want to try and help them. And so you make it even more depressing or more stressful. So you got to let some sort of professional get in there. And that might not include you for the beginning.
Right.
It might just be her or their partner working on that. And then as she progresses, maybe you can get involved because you're the partner. But you got to find her somebody to talk to work on her and not feel like you got to be the savior.
Right. That's what I was going to say, man. Cut yourself a little slack. Don't put all of that pressure on yourself that you're the only one that's able to get her out of this. You could be part of the team, but she definitely needs a team and people that have been trained.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so here's the deal. We'll take this, reset, and come back and grab some more of your questions. We see the text coming in, 888-429-0941. Thursday's continuing next. Man, we got a lot of questions coming in here, 888-429-0941. Therapy Thursday is getting it in. Let's see. You want to take the lease? You want to take what we want to jump on?
That's the one I was going to read was
Go
the
ahead.
lease. It says, hey, freaks, my lease ends in 2 months, and my apartment complex is asking me to re-sign. My rent was $950 when I moved in 4 years ago, and now it's close to $1,500. I was thinking about sleeping in my car and bouncing between friends' houses for a year to save for a down payment on a condo so I could actually own something. Is this a dumb idea? My friends are willing to help me stay as well as my sister, but I just don't want to burden any one individual.
Oh, you're definitely going to burden people. Absolutely. I mean, I feel like there's a better way we could go about this. Maybe moving further away where rent is a little bit more affordable. I don't know if you're living in the city, but this is happening to a lot of people right now. You're not the only one.
I would
Sleeping in your car.
That's
No.
tough. That's
that
rough.
feels dangerous, man.
Yeah.
And out here in this world, like I don't want to see anybody doing that. But if you, how much you gonna stack? If you do a year, that's $1,000 a year. So you got like $12,000, and you think you're gonna be able to go make a move that way? Like, I mean, you're gonna have something in the bank, but I don't think you can buy something with $12,000.
I would suggest finding another stream of income before you go and start living in your car. I would try to figure out a way to earn more money.
Side
because
jobs.
really the difference between what you're used to paying and what they want is $550. It's still a lot of money, but that's something that you could cover with more revenue
Uber
coming in.
Eats, whatever you can do.
A lot of people are still hiring. Companies are having the hardest time finding and filling positions. I think you have the opportunity to, double up what you're making now, and then that'll become a realistic goal. 3.5% is what you have to put down. I think that's manageable if you find something in your budget. just stack.
Yeah.
Don't sleep
Don't
in
be
your
homeless.
car.
Don't be homeless. Yeah, stack it up, definitely.
Stuff.
This comes out of the 813. It says, please help me with your advice. Betty writes, I'm having co-parenting issues. His wife wants to take more control over my child than the actual father does.
She wants to take more control than the actual dad.
It says I'm co-parenting, so that means that he's the dad, but his wife wants more control over my child than my actual ex.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to go back as long as the child is loved and cared for and taken care of. I mean, there's different times in life where somebody else needs to step up, and this parent feels like they want to take advantage of, I don't know, sports or whatever's going on in the child's life. As long as nothing is going to be detrimental to the kid, then stepping up and taking a little bit more of the effort and homework or whatever it is, I feel like that's okay.
I think you really have to do some real deal soul searching and figure out if the problem is actually her wanting to take more control, or if you just have a problem with his new woman, because that could be it. Because the same thing could be said if she's taking no control and leaving it all up to him. Are you just looking for something to nitpick at because you're not happy of the situation? Because that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
And what's the big thing? You want to make sure your kid is good.
Yeah.
If he's not there, you want somebody responsible there. So why not be the buddy system? Like say, hey, if you're gonna pick up the slack for him,
Right.
Long as if that makes the kid good,
Yes.
let's make that the focus.
Yeah.
Don't concentrate on the ex or the ex relationship or any of that stuff. Is your kid good? If your kid is good, then that's a moot point right there. So hopefully that helps, because that is an ongoing thing with co-parenting.
We have a Gasparilla question that just came in out of the 813.
Okay.
My boyfriend's brother came down for Gasparilla. He was all over this girl, but he has a long-term girlfriend he lives with back at home. I am seeing her this weekend. I want to tell her I would want her to tell me, but I don't want to start any drama.
Okay.
Yeah,
well
you
then.
do.
Yeah, you do. First of all, you are the drama. Like, don't get involved. He has a long-term girlfriend at home, and you don't know what that relationship is.
Right.
You don't know if they was on a break. You don't know anything. Like, you're gonna thrust yourself into a bunch of stuff that creates the drama you just said you don't want to create.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay out of it.
out
That's
of it.
other people's business. Just stay out of it.
Yeah, don't do that.
You
to
saw
them.
what happened. You know what type
You
of
didn't see
person he
anything.
is.
That's what you saw. You
What
saw
happened?
nothing.
What? I didn't even go to Gasparilla. Like, don't do that.
We got a text out the 813. It says, I want to create a GoFundMe account to help with my weight loss surgery, yet my husband doesn't want me to do it because he is afraid of what people might say. I don't... because what they might say, he knows I need this surgery to help with my depression and my anxiety, but he doesn't get it because his pride. What should I do?
Well, this is a big deal between all of us in the room. We think that GoFundMe should be for something that's very detrimental, something very serious that happens in your life, maybe like a funeral.
It's serious to her, though.
I know, but
You know what I'm saying?
people
So
are going
I
to
get
side
that.
eye
So
her.
I don't want to side eye you, but I mean, I'm people. When you say people gonna talk,
Right.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago, where I was just like, listen, I think people are running to the GoFundMe too fast. But this is if this is life threatening, then you have to make that decision, and maybe explain it to your man, saying that this depression that you're going through is life challenging.
Absolutely.
And you have to. That's what it's for.
Yeah. Also be prepared. Like, if you go the GoFundMe route, you're making this essentially like a public journey. So
Yes.
people are going to keep asking you about it. They're going to want updates. It's not going to be a private matter between you and your husband or you and your recovery. It's going to be kind of like front page, part of your press release, when people see, oh girl, how's that weight loss go? Are you supposed to be eating that?
Right.
Or there's
For a
going
long
to be a
time.
lot of questions.
Especially
Yeah.
if they donated money.
Yes.
Especially if they donated
Yeah,
money.
I gave you $100. You better put that ham sandwich down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We'll grab one more.
I have one here that just came in. I'm
ahead.
having a lesbian affair with an Indian woman who is in an arranged marriage. We both came from very strict Christian families. Please help. It just
Help you do what? You seem like you get all the help you got. You're having a relationship with a woman that has an arranged marriage, so she's in something she's
she's
don't love.
in one, yeah.
She's in one too because there's an affair.
That's a mess.
I mean, what can we help you with? Like, help you find places to sneak?
Yeah.
The Rand Motel in St. Peter's got mirrors and hot tubs. I don't know what to tell you other than you doing wrong, but Okay, I don't know as much about arranged marriages as like other folks maybe in the room.
The arrangers.
I mean, because like you can arrange it like a traditional thing, like the Indian type of thing they referring to, or it's arranged ones like for citizenship and stuff like that. So if they're business relationships, do they allow you to
step out?
Do they allow you to step out like that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well then, yeah, I can't really help you.
Well, make a decision. Do you guys want to be together? Or are you the only one? I mean, it sounds like y'all want to be together.
If it's arranged, that means that you got some sort of benefit from it. Whether I don't know if you able to stay here or if they're arranged, the dude's got some money or something. Like like they ain't just arranging two poor people to be together. Like some dude probably is the older dude.
Could have some livestock or something.
Like some cattle. Yeah, you got something.
Just be ready. Like keep this on the low. This is if you want help and you want advice. My advice is keep this on the low. Yeah. The Indian family, they're gonna be broken and distraught. Your quote unquote very strict Christian family,
broken.
They're gonna be broken.
You broke a whole bunch of their rules.
A lot of stuff is breakable right now. So keep it on the low or don't do it all together.
Stop.
Don't leave your person for the person you're having an affair with.
Yeah,
that's
don't
all
do
I'm
that.
gonna say.
It's never gonna work out.
And let us be the last people you tell about this.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, don't tell nobody else.
Right.
We not gonna tell nobody else.
Although we want to know if you guys break up.
No,
or
we
stay
don't.
Together.
No,
I want to know.
Don't ever mention it again. And all the people listening to your story, we're gonna have them all promise too. Don't nobody mention it. We're gonna leave this in the dirt.